Hi, how y'all doing? My name is Kathy. Welcome to Chatty Kathy Short Spats. Before we get started today, I just want to let you guys know that I actually did a thing. I entered a contest that I saw on Facebook, but you can get to it anywhere. And it's Fab After 40. I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's see, because, when I win, I'll be able to spread my word even more because you get a two-page spread in a beauty magazine. I'm so excited. So please, starting October 10th is when voting starts, and it's 1 p.m. Eastern time is when you can start voting. But you just go under my name, Kathy Copperthwaite, Fab After 40, and put that little check mark. So that would be so awesome if you would vote for me. Thank you so much. I just had to kind of get that in. So let's get started on what we're going to talk about. Those little seeds that are on the bread, those little seeds that we put into our milkshakes in the morning. I didn't know this part of it. I didn't know this part, and now you're going to learn. You ever wonder why some people don't eat bread? And I'm sure it's not because of what we're going to talk about today. Usually it's because of the gluten, because some people can't eat gluten. I don't eat that anymore. Refined or unnutriented flours that are used to make the breads and the tortillas and stuff like that. Is it because of preservatives and the additives that they put in there? Is it because all it does is fill you up and increase your blood sugar so you might not eat a healthier dinner? Is it because you're on that keto thing and starches are off limits? There's many, many reasons why. Remember, starch is a simple carb, a sugar. Did you give up all the other sugars in your diet first, but not bread? Because even wheat bread could just be white bread with molasses in it. Turn it around, read the labels. I'll help you do that also. So, why don't you eat bread? Comment below. Comment below. And then, when you get off your diet or you decide to add bread back into your life, make sure that you pick a great bread because that's okay to eat bread as long as it's made correctly without preservatives and stuff like that. So yes, it has to be organic. Many, many grains, whole wheats. There's so many different kinds of bread. And what I found out is what I'm going to teach you today because I learned by trials. I did not know this, right? So you get the bread with all the seeds on, those healthy seeds, the seeds that are good for you because you get fiber, you get nutrients, right? You might not get all the nutrients. You might get the fiber, but you're not getting all the nutrients that you could. One huge problem with the whole grain breads with all those little good seeds on it, and I found one with 21 different seeds on it, even if they're cooked, if they're not cracked at all, you have to still actually be able to chew every single little seed and break open that covering, and then it will be more beneficial to you. You cannot break the seeds down very well once it passes your teeth. And how fast do most people eat? I mean, I was in emergency medicine for 35 years. How fast do you think that I can slam down some food, right? Now I'm learning to slow down, chew your food a little bit better. So, I mean, it's another reason to really eat slower. But those little seeds, you cannot break them up as well as you think. And they don't tell you that, right? The difficulty is in the absorption. The difficulty is in the breaking down of those coverings or shells or whatever that protect the inside of the seed. That's the most beneficial for you, right? And like I said, name your bread down below. There's 18, 21, all different kinds of seeds. I usually eat organic bread, absolutely. And now I'm finding them from the health food stores that don't have those seeds in there unless they're ground up already. All right. And I actually learned it from a really good friend of mine, a really healthy sweetheart. She's so awesome. And of course, she told me this after I buy a big old pound bag of flaxseed to put into my milkshakes. And she said, hopefully your blender will break up all those little seeds. And I was like, what? And then she told me that I can't really break down those seeds. You don't have a gizzard like birds do and other things that eat seeds and stuff like that. they store it. Their enzymes can actually break those seeds down so they can get the benefits from it. I didn't know that. She said when you get flax seeds or you get any kind of seeds, even chia seeds, that's why you soak them. And I don't put any of that stuff in my milkshakes anymore unless they're ground up. You're not going to absorb it. They need to be ground up first. So, well, I just bought a whole ding dang bag of flaxseed. It was huge. Well, that's when I got the coffee grinder out. Since I don't usually drink coffee anymore, I can't find a really good coffee that I appreciate. So I just use that and ground them up before I put them into my milkshakes. You cannot break up the seeds as well as you think you can, or even if you didn't even know that, right? So now when I buy my organic seeded breads, like I said, I make sure that it's all ground up already, okay? When you eat the piece of bread with all those wonderful seeds on them, watch your stomach start bloating up. And I couldn't understand that either because I'd love to eat my piece of toast because I try to get rid of some of the yeast and hopefully that helps. And my peanut butter and my garlic chunks on top. And then, I was like, why is my stomach bloating up? Well, those seeds actually ferment and they pop open. And then you get a little fluffy in your tummy. What the flagnon? Nobody ever told me that before. How many years have I been doing this and not knowing? I was like, why are they bloating up? You're like when you eat cheese, bloating. Even if you cook them in the toaster, like I said, I can't usually eat plain bread. I even do that to my tortillas too. If they don't pop open a little bit, it's hard for it to digest. And when it gets into your system, boop, it does pop open. And then your stomach starts bloating up a little bit. Isn't that funny? I did not know that. Just remember that we don't have those enzymes to break down the seed covers, those outer membranes, the outer shells that protect the inside of the seed. A squirrel is going to chew those things up. Anything that eats seeds and stuff like that is going to chew it up. The birds might not be able to pop them open, but they keep them stored in the gizzard where I guess the enzyme in there will break them down also, okay? Well, we don't have the enzymes. We don't have those little storage areas and stuff like that, right? And as smart as we are, our little beautiful humans that we are, we eat them and we didn't know that. And then our stomach blows up because they just pop open. Isn't that funny? Also, be really careful. People that have bowel movements that aren't healthy, which means they're loose stools, they're not held together with any kind of good fiber. You need to especially be careful, right, of the seeds and the skins of things. And you already know what the word is diverticulitis. I've had diverticulitis twice before I knew how to eat a little bit healthier, right? Let me tell you, it hurts like a mother. Oh my goodness, it hurts really bad. And if you don't go to the doctor soon enough, or get rid of that stuff that's actually in there that's causing the infection because stool gets caught in the intestines because the intestines aren't a solid tube. There's little places that can get caught in there and then it starts getting infected and because starts rotting. And if it gets that bad, you can get really, really sick. It can kill you. So be really, really careful. Basically, you just have to make sure that your stools are formed when you go to the bathroom and then stuff is not going to break off, okay? So really, really be careful. I want everybody to be all right? So what are we going to do? We're going to find the breads and the tortillas with minimal whole seeds unless it's ground up, okay? Also, check the flour that's used to make the bread. It should not be refined at all, okay? Try to get the best breads possible for you and your family if that's what you want to eat all the time, right? And remember, a sandwich is only supposed to be one piece of bread and whatever you're putting on top. Americans made it 2 pieces of bread, all right? There's gluten-free breads, there's G-free breads, there's grounded seeds on the bread, organic, there's non-GMO. I would say it should be gluten-free because gluten is a very big, sticky protein. It could cause so many digestive problems. I don't have gluten problems, but boy, I feel better when I try not to eat gluten in anything, okay? Whatever your favorite bread is or your favorite tortilla, please comment on the bottom because I haven't found my favorite one yet, although I'm trying a few of them. And the ones that I'm trying, you have to actually keep in the freezer because there's no preservatives at all. And it still basically tastes the same, okay? Like I said, I always try to make my bread a little bit toasty as well as my tortillas. I turn the stove on and put the tortilla quickly on the stove and brown it. So I don't like that taste of dough at all. So I always brown all that stuff and then just add all my ingredients in there, all right? Just a thought. So try it yourself if you haven't done that before. Keep your seeds in the refrigerator too, okay? Once you open up the pack, because they can go rancid pretty quickly. Like I mentioned before, my favorite toast is organic, non-GMO, with peanut butter and garlic. Everybody who's tried that sandwich has freaking loved it. Let me tell you, you can use your peanut butter, almond butter, make sure it's organic, just like the bread is. Don't mince the garlic, but chop it up and put it on top. I usually use 2.5 cloves or so. And let me tell you, anybody who's ever tried this sandwich absolutely loves it. And you can't say, oh my God, I hate garlic. You can't really taste the garlic. You really can't. It is the best sandwich ever. And so many nutrients, so good for you, so healthy. It builds up your immune system. Raw garlic and peanut butter sandwich. Try it. You're going to absolutely love it. So be careful of the little seeds. Something I did not know before. I don't know what those people are going to do now with all the seeds, the 22 or 5,000 seeds on top of their bread. I don't know what they're going to do because they're not going to sell as many anymore. They only work for the best nutrients if you can break the skin from the seed, which means to ground it. That's either ground it in a coffee grinder or something before you put it in your milkshakes, or grind it with your teeth and make sure that you choose slower. Chew it slower, savor it, love it, right? My name is Kathy. Thank you so much for listening to Chatty Kathy Shortspot about those little seeds today. I will see you next week. Remember to love, like, subscribe, and share so we can get to more people. That would be so awesome. Remember to get on the website and vote for me starting October 10th, and I think it ends in December. That would be so, so awesome. I appreciate all of you. Love, learn, and take control. And yeah, we actually are. I'll see you next time.